Okay, we're live.
Hello, good morning
Hello.
and good afternoon, good evening sa inyo pong
Yes.
lahat. To
Yes.
all the Filipinos who are watching right now,
Yeah.
marami pong salamat sa
Mhm.
patuloy ninyong panonood sa aming PMI Talks.
Yes.
And to
Thank
all
you.
our friends who are living outside the Philippines,
Hmm.
good morning to you. To all of you in the USA, in Canada, and in Australia, and any places in the world, thank you so much. And yeah, it's another day of interesting topic,
Hmm.
no, that we're going to discuss today, Reynold.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
by the way, this is Miss May, your host for
Hmm.
today, and I have with me Sir Reynold
Yes.
Bastos.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for watching. Miss May, not for those who's live watching this live. Thank you. Thank you for watching. But if you're watching this in replay, make sure you stay until the end of this presentation. Dr. Shap will sharing us a very good presentation. This is actually continuation, Miss May, from the last time.
Previews.
From the previous
Yeah.
presentation he did. So if you guys missed that presentation, maybe I'll put the link on the description of this video once it's end, or I'll put the link on the comments section. Yeah, the previous Dr. Shop presentation. Yeah.
Yeah, actually,
Mm-hmm.
I saw that presentation of Dr. Shafqat,
Mm-hmm.
and I received some interested teachers to know more
Mm-hmm.
about it. That's why we have series of
Mm-hmm.
topics regarding school development plan project.
Mm-hmm.
And in fact, in this situation of pandemic, no, we
Mm-hmm.
are experiencing difficulties in adapting the new normal, especially the parents who are the first affected.
Mm-hmm.
Because, of course, some of our families, they cannot afford at least having gadgets,
Mm-hmm.
to have the schooling at
Mm-hmm.
home, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this topic is really interesting, and let's be motivated still, because actually Filipinos, we are very good in surviving, any situations.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this topic of Dr. Shapkat,
Mm-hmm.
is really uh, very informative, especially also to those business owners.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, business owners of the schools and universities. Really, they are also having difficulties, managing the new normal, and
Mm-hmm.
how they gonna manage the teachers. Even my children experiencing hard hard time actually.
Mm-hmm.
They cannot even handle their books, no. They
Mm-hmm.
will just only using their gadgets to browse. So totally different experience,
Mm-hmm.
but thank God we are surviving
Mm-hmm.
despite of the situation. So
Yes.
I'm not going to prolong this
Mm-hmm.
one, and we would like to know more about the new normal and adaptations of strategy
Mm-hmm.
that Dr. Shapkat is going to share with us.
Mm-hmm.
And we hope everybody is going to stay up to the end of the presentation,
Yes.
because this is really informative for our
Mm-hmm.
we as parents, and for our children, for
Mm-hmm.
our co-partners, business owners. This is actually for you, for teachers, CEOs, in the project management. Let's all please welcome our guest speaker, Dr. Shafqat Hussain.
Thank you, Madam May, and thank you, Roland, to continue this session, that the previous session, and it is the part of the second part of the previous sessions.
Mm-hmm.
So, in the previous session, I discussed how to manage the school development program project. After starting the project, before starting and after starting, what should we do before
Yes.
starting? What are the measures that I will that the stakeholder will take? And now it is the continuity of the sessions. I will start and I will start the portions, the second portion of this. So first, I will discuss some recall and the session within the 2 or 3 or 5 within the 5 minutes. So
Mhm.
before starting this, I will discuss a little bit things related to the school projects. First of all, in the school projects, how you develop the school projects. These are the important objective of my session that previously I discussed. That no, the first of all, after this in this presentation, the some stakeholder like the managers, teachers, administrator, and
Mhm.
other stakeholders will able to explain, will able to know about that. First of all, first of all, my mission, my objective is that everyone know about the structure, infrastructure of the schools, and
Mhm.
then initiative school development process and
Mhm.
SDP with the different stakeholder with the committees to ensure the analysis and identify the major strength, weakness, and teaching learning process, identify the priorities and the action plan for the development of the school to ensure the implementation, monitoring, and evaluation for SDP school development programs. And also the person who know these things and make the report for the, if you are the managers, and then how you make the progress report for development of the school. So in the last session I reached in some conclusions related this. Now, where the school is open, I discussed the locations and of populations, nature of the population, level of the school, different content related the which type of school, either vocational, either academic, either others. So I discuss in detail, and the continuity of that session, I will share some important pictures like that. And this is the philosophy, that is the philosophy behind the development this of this planning projects. So the people know that we use a cow, and the tire show that our speed is this, and like highly speed. And so the picture show the philosophy. And other that very much important picture that I last time I show, that when you open the open the school and you make the plan for the school development, look here and there. So look, these pictures give the whole philosophy, that that how you open the schools projects.
Mhm.
These eyes show that you look the nature of the population, you look the location, transposition, uh, trend of the society, and other other locations like the transport, like the economy of the nation. So all these things keep in mind while you are opening the school, you are making the school development programs. After that, I will a little bit share these important factors. For example, keep in mind while you are open the while you are ready opening the school, you know the following factors. These are very much important. That is level of the school. So that is very much important. You are opening the school, you know which level you want to open the school at primary level, you want a school at elementary level, you want a school open at a higher secondary level, and you want to school and university status. So these are vocationals, are from the ECC, from child early childhood education. So first of all, keep in mind these two, these first point, level of the school, category of the schools. The other, the main point, land for the school. Which land for the school? And then location that I discussed in detail. Building of school along with the all facilities, infrastructure of the building, expected population and learner. What will be the expected populations for you, and learner for you. Code of conduct of the school. So you make the some priorities. You make the code of conduct. Which type of the student? What is the fee? When they will come? When they will out? What is the timetable of the school? And what is the salary about the school? And the staff, and these are the code of conduct of the school, not only for the student but also for the teacher, for the society, for the parents, from the learner. To run the school, you must have a code of conduct, and these code of conduct will also the natural and easily acceptable for the learners, and also approved by the competent authority of that location, that area, that district, that nation, that country. The other is the financial position. If you are working in a private sector of the school, you open the school for the private purpose, for the business. What happening? First, that is very much important. You financial position of the population, where you opening the school. What is the financial? Are they pay the fee? Are they pay the tuition fee? Are they pay the other other accessories related to your technology, and related the basic requisite facilities, requisite fees for schools and other these things. These are very much important for that. Trend of the population. If you want to school for the literature, the people do not like the literature. For example, you want to open for art and design. The people didn't know about art and design, and though they have no interest about art and design. So what should you do? First of all, you observe the trend of the nation, trend of the population at that area. If you know the trend, if they want to go opening the some modeling of the school, and vocational school, and music schools, and so you first of all you observe the trend of the population and the basic facility of that area. That area, roads, communication facilities, electricity, and other these things. If you make the building very beautiful, hall very beautiful and full of equipment, but the electricity is not given by the state, so what should you do at the moment? So this is the great problem I observe in many areas. Very beautiful building, having a full basic facilities, but no light that provided. After the light take a long time out, and what happening you do. And after that, you also observe these things, and then that also I explain the level of the standard. That is very much important. The personality of the people and financial position, honors. uh, if you have a money, if you have vision, if you have homing resources, if you have homing resources mean you have a teacher, you have a manager, you have all these things, that miscellaneous stuff like the clerks, KPOs, and others, managers, and you have to pay. You have a financial power to pay these to the people. Then you are able to open the school easily. Academic and professional experience, that was very much important. You open the school, and that locality, the peoples are not academically strong, professionally strong. So honor, not only for the honor, and also for the people of that area. So others, other things that was very much important, like I also discuss something. You know about that after opening the school. You know about that. You know your strength, how much you have a strength. For example, it is a long-term investment. If you open the school, and the school, if you open the school, college, university, it is not a way that when you open the school, after the second day, after the month, you will get money. No, it will take a time, long run investment. So uh, you know your strength. You have a money, you have a fee, you have some things that any in the case of any disaster, you will pay, you will stand, and then that project will be easily done. Then your weakness. Everything is weakness. For you improve your weakness and available opportunity. What are your available opportunity and threats that very much important. I last time I discussed, for example, in COVID-19, most of the universities in the private sectors going to collapse, and
Mm.
many collapse university due to what? No one can pay the fee. The government decided to the government decided that no fee will be charged during the COVID. So what the owner will do at the time? So keep in mind, for example, earthquake. These pictures you can see these pictures, and you earthquake for example, any flood, any other disaster, what should we do? So keep in mind, while you are planning to open the school projects. So these things are very much important. You have these are the accidental uh, threats, and no one can. It is behind the homing controls, and during that, how you will survive. So these things are very much important after before opening the schools. So these things were very much important. Now, the school can move forward during expected time. School action plan, that is very much important. Improve your improve your school and your position as effective school manager. Help the school to achieve its mission, goals and objectives. So after meeting these the above that I already discussed, the above factors, above things that related to opening and for the school projects. So keep in mind, you have a first a draft. That's very much important. What should what you want uh, after the all these set up these things, and then what is your mission, what is your goal, what is your objective, and these objective will you will get these objective, you will get these desired objective with with the passage of time. So you have an action plan. That's very much important. Now I will discuss in later what is the action plan, what is the monitoring plan, and all these things related to this developments. So you have a plan for 2 years, you have a plan for 3 years, you have a plan. For example, if you open the school at the primary level, so you have a plan. In first 3 years you have to move from first, second, third and fourth class. After 2 years you start fifth class. After 3 years you have a plan for sixth class, and this school level will be changed. Similarly, 10-year plan, 15-year plan is very much important. For example, I see the person who opened the school in very at the primary level. Now their school is working in a university level. Most of the people related to our education system opening the school in 2 or 3 rooms, and they have a plan. First 5 years they move from primary level, and after five they will move at elementary level, and then after that higher secondary level, and after that they convert into the private sector universities. So many universities are in Pakistan starting from the primary level schools. So all over the world, it is also education is also a positive business, and most of the people start from beginning, and they start from little bit academy, and then they have a plan to opening the school. I saw many academies, they are starting from in a single room, and after that now they are working and they are owner of the universities. So the action plan and the vision and the mission, that is very much important.
Yes, doctor.
So so first, all of first if you want to open the school, if you want to develop the plan, so your vision, your goal, your objective is clear and within the time frame. What will happen after 2 years? What will happen after 3 years? What will happen after this? And you have a desire. Although you have a desire, similarly, you arrange the resources. You range the, if you want to open the higher secondary level, you have a lab, you have a competent teachers, you are working on that. Some people they are start from two, and you keep in mind that you for example, you select the teacher at primary level. After you improve their educations and professional experience, that teacher uh, may be transferred to the higher levels, and you can intake from open markets. You can take the teacher from the open markets, and you have money to give the salary to the teachers. So these, all these things are related your planning, your mission, your vision. So in the opening of the schools, it is not if the person want to open the school as a business point of view. So first of all, you have experience, you have a professional and as well as academic qualifications. If for example, if you have a vision and you can manage these things by the managers, if your managers, your team having a professional qualification, having a academic qualification, you have a vision, your vision can be achieved by the others. So you can. Often I saw many people in Pakistan. They only are businessmen. They didn't know ABC of educations, but their vision is, and they have more money. They arrange this. They make the such a team of the peoples. They are professionally very much strong, and academically they are very much strong, and they improve their education, their institutions up to the university level. So keep in mind, if you are committed, first thing, you are committed and you have a vision for to run the schools, to run the college, to run the university, and you make the ability to motivate the people, and you have some harmony, you have some communication skill, strong communication skill, then you can open very noble profession for opening the school. It is a very noble profession, especially uh, for if you help the human beings. So it's a noble profession. So keep in mind these things that I discuss. So first thing is that you can see these pictures. May you can see this picture?
Yes, sir.
Good. These pictures give the whole summary of my session today. First of all, in the center you can see the school stakeholder. School stakeholder mean, if you have a school, you have a businessman, you have school owners, you have universe. Not only here we put although my topic is in a school, actually any institution, are vocational institutions, are universities, colleges, schools. Keep in mind the following factors that in circle. First of all, while you are opening the school, you, number one, we start from school managers. So you have a team, you have a team of the peoples who are professionally strong, academically strong, and they know ups and downs while you are opening school, college, and universities. And they know the psychology of the learner, psychology of the peoples, psychology of the look population at surrounding areas. So the manager That is very much important. You have a team of managers. And moving from right teachers. So the teachers, actually teacher is the pillar of the schools. Oftenly the people say that if you have some beautiful buildings, having all facilities related to electricity, related technology, sanitations, all ventilations, all these things. But your teachers are not professionally, academically strong. They didn't know the psychology of the learner, and they didn't know how to teach in the schools. They didn't, although they academically strong, but professionally not strong. So remember this. While you can select the teachers, the selection of the teacher is most difficult task. Often you can select the CSPs, you can select the armies, officials, you can select any other attractive job professions, but the selection of the teachers is totally different from all. Often the people say that the teaching is very easy job. Actually, teacher is very tough job. So while you select the teacher in a university, you in a school, in a college, you can observe in different angles. I will discuss what is the basic quality of the teachers, what are the personality, and later on in the sessions. But remember this two things that very much important. If the teacher is professionally strong and academically strong, these two things are parallel to each other. The teacher know the psychology of the learner, how to motivate towards a learner in the class. Often, you teacher know that how to maintain the discipline by motivations, not discipline uh, by anything that you can. For example, you give some punishment to the student, you can some harsh word to the student. No, the student learn the teachers by if the teacher is professionally strong, academically strong, some motivation powers towards the topic, towards teaching. So this means the teacher play very important roles. And who will uh, facilitate these things? So the school managers, school owners. If you take the work from the teacher, and if you have 8 period in the school, and the teacher will take, especially in private sector, 7 period daily, and you give the salary that is very less, how the teachers can work? If the teachers physically, mentally, and psychologically strong, then the teaching is possible. So remember, while the teachers play very important role, all factors are very much important, but the teachers are very much important. So the other is the other things that related to the parents. When a teacher work, often the students remain in a class in 5 to 5 hour and 35 hour and 40 minutes in a school, and every teacher gives the time without learning only 1 minute. That time is more enough for us. Less than 1 minute after you check the you direct contact with the student in the class. But how, when the parents not cooperate with the teachers, with the communities, and so the parents' role is very much important for development. So the school manager, so the school, you also arrange their meetings. You also put some responsibility of the learner, responsibility of the students on the shoulder of the parents. So this is important things. When the parents, teachers, and school manager work together, then academic uh, teaching learning process will enhance. Remember this. Another thing, that is school board. Although this, while you are taking the some decision, you have some BOG. That's very much important. Some in the government sector, the principals, vice principals, and other some committee members are taken board while we are taking the decisions. Similarly, in the private sector, if you are opening the school, if you are opening the college, if you are opening the university, you have some school boards. School boards also board for the selection of the teacher, board for the examination, board for the board for some other issues related by the parents, related by the teacher, related by the communities, related by the other uh, miscellaneous problem. So the school boards are very much important. School boards is also very much important for the decision making, for maintaining the discipline, for maintaining the other grievances of the learner, of the community. So that very much important. That is a school board is also playing individually, in especially in the school, college, and university level. Individually, one person cannot be take the decision, because uh, everyone by birth have a different natures. If the teacher in a class, if the manager in a school, if the principal in a school, college, and university, the people coming from its surrounding, the learner coming from its surrounding, and the student in the different class having different mind. So you work on minds. You know the ability to work on minds. So these things are very much important. So keep in mind, individually you have no powers. You have a board of the board, or certain people say that it is a committee, and some peoples are directly from the school, from the community, from the officials also. So some schools are run by different personalities. Some peoples are taken from community. Some peoples are taken from some universities, some colleges. So the board is very much important. Now the concept is clear. Now we move further. So the other things I write here in here, and the municipalities, local district government. These these three things are different from the different countries. For example, local government, provincial government, and some municipalities, that they are very much important. Especially in the British area, I read many books. There is there is some local area and districts, but especially in our countries, we have a province. We follow the rule and regulation of the government. That is, for example, you are opening the school, you have a building, you have a ground, you have a different app, but you cannot open the schools. So some rules are developed by the governments, by the uh, local communities, by the local governments. You follow that rule. For example, in especially in our country, we have a certain limits. The when the person have a different all requirement related the buildings, related having a CV of the teachers, parents, communities, in school equipment. Just you have a lab, you have a ground, you have basic facility for, you have furnitures, all these things. Then you apply for the registrations. So it is different from the different country, different area, different scenario, different levels. First, you take the permission. First, you make the file. In file related different documents. In here, The file, first of all, uh, you have a map of building, basic facilities, rooms, uh, chairs, furnitures, staff statement, tax pay, tax pay numbers, and while you are making this, then you have to apply to the district education officer and uh, uh, board board of intermediate and secondary educations, and some members from others takes another authority. When they decide, and they decide the time to the honor, you have a different file, you put them the file there, they combine, uh, come into your schools and observe these things. That is the first visit. After that, they will give us some details that the things are missing. The things are missing. Then they give you a list. The second visit, you will complete these things, and after that, you have then the registration will be given. So these rules vary from level to level, from level of the school, level of the university, and especially in, if you want to open the university. So you take the permission from higher educations and higher education commissions and the Department of Higher Education. They visit your college, your universities, and they allow you to open this, to open the university, to open the school, to open the college. So that one very much. These things are legal status. If you have you complete the legal, then you are opening the school, and you follow, and you follow all the code of conduct, although you are in the private sectors, but you follow all the code of conduct. Now the learner, that's very much important. You give the respect to the learner, especially in private sector. So learner mean anyone you learn from. The generally we can say students, learner, that is student. So you respect the student, you honor the student. The people will like you, the learner will like you, and they will come to your school. So learner respect, that's very much important. Level, that very much important. So now the business, although this factor you can I place in the black form. Actually, school, opening the school is a worship, opening the university is a worship, opening the college is a worship. Along with these worship, a parallel, you have a business. So then it is black. You keep in mind, although it is not a business, but while you are opening university, you are opening the colleges, you are opening, you keep you have in mind, you clear your mind that you are in worship, in help and guide the human beings, as well as you are guide the human being. Many teachers are working there, many managers are working there, many uh, miscellaneous staff is all these. You are the actually your platform that the people collect the money and live life. So business is also a business, but actually keep in mind it is also a worship. So you collect the fee from the learner, so you get a huge amount. So it's also a type of business. May you may you listen me?
Yes, I am, doctor. I am actually,
Yeah,
I have my
yeah.
notes.
Okay, okay. Now the other the regional offices. These are very much important. When you are opening the school, all the regional offices that that the regional offices are public public regional offices like school board, any monitoring institution that they will visit in your school. They will check the canteen, you will check the quality of education, they will check all these things related with the with the cleanliness, with the quality of education, related with the grievances of the population, grievances of. So keep in mind, although you are in private sector, although if you are in a public sector, then the regional office's role is very much strong. And in private sector, these regional offices mean regional offices. For example, assistant commissioner, if they want to observe some irregularities in your college and university, they will visit your university. A deputy commissioner is also visit any other grievances that they not only visit, but also they will, you have a strong links with these institution, these personalities. They will help you in the case of, for example, sudden any mishap, any misconception in the school will occur in the private. So who will support? So these administrative department uh, will also help you. The other thing is, for example, that religious leaders, that these people are playing very important role in your school development. Maybe, especially if they are favor you that the school are running, these leaders are actually the people where trust. If you have any religion, the people trust very much the religious leaders. For example, uh, Christian, Muslims, and Hindus, all they like their religious leaders. So while you are opening the school, while you are opening the college, while you are opening universities, so keep in mind about that peoples, they will also the part of the societies, and they also lead you, and they will observe all your especially your subject related to your religions. So the role of the religious leaders is also very much important. Either, and they have some minor roles, but in the sporting factors they have very much important roles. If someone unhappy with you, and they ask the people and assemble people, this college, this school, this universities are not suitable for the learner, and they will mold the people towards other religions. They have no base religions. What happening at the moment? You cannot the peoples believe on that religious leaders. If keep in mind, you have a better relationship with the religious leaders while you are developing, while you are opening colleges, universities. So these are very much important components before after opening the school. When you open the school, these components very important. Keep in mind. So now another things that I will discuss uh, in little in school development programs. These things are very much important. Monitoring and evaluation. First, first of all, the backgrounds. While you are opening the school, you have some backgrounds. Then you analysis about the activity. When you start the schools, remember this. When you start the schools, after completing the basic facilities, when you start the college and when you start university, after the fulfill the basic requisite basic requirement of the schools, and then when you are in the school, what should you do? First of all, school development programs. So you have a plan, school development plan. Now, what are the school development programs? For school development program is little bit things. Keep in mind how you give the better quantity in teaching, better quality in teaching learning process. And when you give the quality, you increase the quantity. So quality directly proportional to uh, quantity of the learner. When you give the quality, the learner will increase. If you give the good results, if your graduates after awarding degree will work in different fields, what happening? The people will the that will mold the people towards your school. So you have a action plan, you have analysis, you have some priorities, and you make the some plan. And after the 1 years, after the 2 years, after the 3 years, after 5 years, after every 1 year, you take the decision, what we get, what we lost, the how we move further. So these are very much important. An action plan, then you make the inaction plans. So the important component, that is monitoring and evaluation. Monitoring and evaluation, these are two things: monitoring and evaluation. First you monitor and then you evaluate. Monitoring and evaluation is very much important for the taking decisions, and for school, for college, for universities. You monitor properly, then evaluate uh, things, and after that you make the decision for the further 1 year, 2 year, 3 years, 4 years. So these very much important. For example, I take some pictures. You start the schools. This is the schools building, that very beautiful, and this is the class of the learners. Having all facilities, having professionals, you can flourish with the within 2 or 3 years. I observe these things. The basic facilities, if you provide the basic facilities, you check the basic facilities to enhance the teaching learning process by the professional teachers, then you can. So similarly, now all these things related to your college, your universities. But now, while you are opening, now we are in a school now. I told all these things in the previous session, that for opening the schools, for opening the college, for opening the universities, you fulfill following requirements, following requisites, requirements for your schools. When you open the schools, you go through the following important things. I will discuss in upcoming sessions, that these are very much important in your schools. I discussed the organization, school organization and management. I discussed the managers and how they manage the school. So these things are very important. What is meant by school organization, the concept of school organization, what is its meaning, and what are the principle of school organization and community partnership. Similarly, these things are stepwise. If you know these things in stepwise, then you are able to school. You are the good managers. So what is meant by school management? So the management, school managements, uh, what is its definition, what it is meaning, what are the basic element of management, and which elements are important for the school management, which I will explain in the upcoming sessions, not only a school management but also for the college, for also for any organization in a generic form. and you will focus some component that related to the school. I will focus that these component in a school, these component in a college and university, and these component any organizations. So the process of management I will discuss in later on in uh, process of uh, management, which the manager go from process. After the process, then homing resources. What are the homing resources? Human resources mean all I discuss that your teacher, how you select the teacher, uh, how what is the academic qualification, which level, and I will discuss in upcoming session the selection of the teachers, human resources, selection of the managers, selection of the miscellaneous staff, and all related resources in school management. For example, physical resources, which type of building is needed for the primary level, which type of the hostel is needed, this, how these things related in up session, upcoming session, inshallah ta'ala, I will try my best to explain financial resources. That's very much important in school development. Similarly, information learning resources, that is teaching materials, for example, a library for aviators, instruction material, models, scientific apparatus. These are very much important in school learning process. I will discuss in later on. And so other things that very much important. The manager will how the manager will cope these things. For example, management of co-curricula. Some people say that these are extra curriculum. Extra co-curricular. Now it is the now especially in these days, we can say the management of co-curricular activity, a co-curricular activity, that how you manage the for example indoor outdoor game. And remember, these games these games are very much important. So I will discuss in next sessions how you make the timetable, all these things. Now actually the time is near to over. So in the upcoming session, I will we will discuss management of class, some topics, how you manage the class, timetables, management of school activities, code of conduct, that I will discuss later on. Uh, if you now, thank you very much for this. If you have
Mhm.
any questions, you may ask.
All right.
Uh,
Thank you. Thank you so much, Doctor. That's very informative, descriptive, and very formal presentation that actually we are getting here in live PMI Talks with Dr. Shafqat Hussain. And yeah, back to you, Sir Reynold. You might have some viewers you
Oh,
want to
yeah.
greet.
Yes, I want to say thank you for those people who stop and drop by and watch the presentation. Mr. Mir Hamza, Bayom Pal,
Mhm,
Lamsen Lin, Austina, Marian Rico, Crisostomo,
mhm.
and Muhammad Sayed, MD Kalim, Gohar Khan, Oliver
Wow.
Bantoto, Raj Beer,
Mhm.
Florigan Tigangay, Nitan El Karian. And we also have some people who watch us in YouTube. We have Agent
Mhm.
Lenny and Miss Eileen. Yeah. So I'm
Wow.
monitoring to to location. I cannot monitor the third one, which is the multi-industry group. Yeah.
Yeah,
Anyway,
it's all right. So from my side, I have also viewers there, Sir Reynold.
mhm.
I would say thank you for watching, Joel Crisostomo from Bataan. Miss
Mhm.
Lucena, our members in MCC-PMI.
Mhm.
Also, Sir Oscar, thank you for watching, Sir Oscar. And actually, a lot here in my cell phone. No,
Mhm.
there, those are watching right now. But anyway, thank you to all. Thank you so much, and we'll see you next episode of Dr. Shafqat Hussein's session.
Mhm.
Um, on the topic school development um, plan project. All right. So
Mhm.
we would like also, before we end this session for today, I would
Mhm.
like to invite you all to stay with us. Okay, stay with us to continue watch us in our FB page,
Mhm.
right? Um, multi-business industry hub
Mhm.
for business owners and service providers. We
Mhm.
have lots of sessions there. We have lots of PMI talks already. We've shown.
Mhm.
And please, if you want to become a member of MCC-PMI, we have lots of benefits actually waiting for you. And
Mhm.
inside of MCC-PMI, you will receive this kind of training. In fact, we are giving this as a value to our
Mhm.
members, right? And yeah, Reynold, if you want them also to invite some of your programs inside
Mhm.
MCC-PMI, please.
Yes. First of all, I want to say thank you, Dr. Shapkat, for your
Thank you.
presentation. Yeah. If you missed the last 2 weeks, the part one of his presentation, maybe I'll just put the link on either the description after the live and or on the comment section. And if you're not a member of MCC-PMI yet, you're part of the group, but you're not a member yet, you can message me, message Dr. Shapkat, and you can join. You can join this group, and you will learn a lot of things like digital marketing, and also like what Dr. Shap is presenting today. Especially if you're thinking of opening a business, which is the school or university. By the way, Dr. Shap, I have a question. If I,
Okay, okay.
yeah,
Yes, yes.
if somebody out there is looking, I mean, if somebody out there is trying to open his own university or school or college, um, can they ask you for your like for your knowledge how to open,
Yes,
how
yes. Why
to
not? Why
start
not?
like that? Yeah, because
Yes,
yeah.
yes. I will. I will make the plan for that person.
Mm-hmm.
My services are ready for all the home for all human being. No problem for me.
Yes,
I
yeah.
will try my best to give some draft related to the basic opening of the any school, college, and university level. No problem for me.
Yes, especially for those people who really wants to open their
Yes, yes,
school
yes.
for their location, for their country, but they don't have really idea how to start, what to do,
Uh,
how to open like that. Yeah. So
yes,
you.
yes. I will help. My services are ready for those people who want to open the
Mm-hmm.
college, school, university, or any institution.
Mm-hmm.
Let me some send me some objectives what they want to do.
Mm-hmm.
Then then I will make the action plan for that people's. No problem.
Well, thank you
Inshallah,
so
I will
much,
ready for
Doctor.
that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right. Again, thank you
All
for
right.
your presentation for today, and I hope you will see you
Thank you. Thank you.
for the continuation of Dr. Shop's presentation, maybe next week.
Okay. Okay.
Yes.
Yes. All right. Thank
Thank
you
you.
so much.
Thank you.
And I have my take home from the presentation of
Mm-hmm.
very own Dr. Shafqat Hussain. All
Mm-hmm.
right. One of those are work on minds. Yeah. As a
Mm-hmm.
board of directors, we work on minds. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So our minds actually it should be healthy.
Mm-hmm.
We are professionally strong, mentally, physically,
Mm-hmm.
spiritually. So everything, no? So we also as we work or
Mm-hmm.
as we manage, we also worshiping because, like for example, in the school setup, uh, teachers actually already worshiping because they help human beings,
Mm-hmm.
right? So it's very nice and wonderful message of from the presentation of Dr. Shafqat. Thank you so much, Doctor, for
Thank you.
sharing your knowledge,
Thank
your time, especially. Uh, I know it's also late at night there in Pakistan.
you.
And
Yes.
thank you also, Reynold, who is in USA right now, and
Yeah.
I'm here
Yes.
in Saudi. So
Mhm.
a lot of people are watching PMI talks presentations, and it's a great opportunity for us as well to share our blessings. You know, this platform is a great platform to share our blessings that we are receiving from the Lord. So thank you so much, and
Thank you.
hope to see you next PMI talks. All right. So
Okay.
good evening,
Okay.
everyone. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you, ma'am.
All right. Thank you.
All right. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye, Dr. Shap, Dr. Miss
Thank
May.
you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. Thank you,
Thank
ma'am.
you.